Don't turn on the lights. I don't wanna fight with you. Don't turn on the lights. I don't wanna fight with you.
Welcome back to another video. There's officially no turning back. I just cut the front end of my car off. It's two separate pieces. What did I do? In this video, we're cutting the front end off and we are making a tube front chassis to house the new Subaru engine and drivetrain. Yeah, gotta be honest, even though I've been planning on doing this for 2 years now, this is a little overwhelming. What happened to this Miata? Yeah, it's right here. Anyway, I'm gonna perform the first test fit of the Subaru engine. We're just gonna kind of push it in the area, just because I want to see it in there and give me hope, and yeah. There it is. Swap's done, guys. Thank you so much for watching. No, I'm just kidding. So that is, you know, very roughly where the engine is going to sit. Obviously, it's crooked. Everything's wrong, but this is just a test fit. One thing that's going to be kind of weird about the swap is that the engine is going to seem, I mean, it is going to be very far forward. I put tape where the old center line of the wheel was, and as you can tell, it kind of lines up. And the engine is really far forward. The reason for that is just because of where the axle has to be and just the way the all-wheel drive system fits in there. Subaru obviously designed their chassis around the engine, but since this firewall is so far forward, since the wheel wells are so far forward, we have to move the engine forward in order to get the wheels where we want them. Having the engine so far forward will somewhat negatively affect weight balance. You know, we'll have a lot of weight up front, but this is an all-aluminum engine. It is a very light engine. Just the engine itself is lighter than a Miata engine. Obviously, the drivetrain is heavier, but the engine itself is lighter, and we're also going to do some things to add more weight in the back, like a rear mount radiator. But anyway, enough of my talking. I'm going to go ahead and pull the engine out and start to kind of get the jig sitting where I want it to sit. Before we can continue, Gingium from the future would like to thank this build's sponsor, carmarshal.com. Carmarshal.com can help you guys save a bunch of money on new or used vehicles. If you're interested, check them out in the description below. Remind me to never remove a windshield myself again. I spent, well, an hour driving to Harbor Freight to get that tool, an hour trying to get the trim off, and then like an hour trying to get the windshield out. Sucked, really, really sucked. I did all that just so I could reach inside here and get this piece of metal cut out. Frick me, dude, this sucks. Why is everything sucking today? Gosh. Well, today's one of those days where everything just doesn't work out. I've been working on this bar for about 2 hours. I got it really close, one last bend, and I forgot that if I kept it on the same level as these other bends, it would bend in this way instead of down. So I just ruined the bar. Obviously, if I keep bending this, it's not gonna get any closer to the bottom bar. Not only is this like 20 bucks worth of metal wasted, it's all of my sanity wasted. one of the top bars all made. Second time's a charm. Now I just have to go ahead and make another one.
A few moments later.
Boom. We got 2 of the upper bars all made. My camera doesn't focus. Boom. 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 We got 2 of the upper bars made. They are almost exactly mirrored. You know, they're identical. They line up really, really well. I was really proud of that. I literally just, you know, took all the measurements and all the degrees and tried to match them to the dot on that side, and then it ended up fitting up exactly how it should. So that's a really good sign. It means everything is squared up still. Everything is fitting exactly how it's supposed to fit, and it's starting to look badass. Now, next step is to clean everything up and tack them in. So they're in, and hot damn, does this thing look badass. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I think it looks awesome. It's gonna be strong. Everything that I wanted to do is working. Ties in nicely up front, goes up right past the strut tower and in to where the cage is. Well, it meets up to the cage. Now, before you say it needs this or it needs that or blah, 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 this is far, far, far from being finished, but for today, it is a good stopping point. Couple things that you're gonna notice about this front end and the swap. Number one, the strut towers are pretty high. They're actually higher than the fenders. So we're gonna have to do some cool body work, cool hood work to make that fit. It is really long right now. This is not gonna be the end. It will be ended right there. And then it'll be some sidebars that look cool. You might think this top bar is too high, but the top of the Subaru engine actually sits right about here. And keep in mind that the engine doesn't start till here. So the engine is gonna be fitting like right there. So today, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be the end of this video. In the next video, we will be finishing this tube front end with more bars, a lower control arm mount, a mount for the top hats, and an all-wheel drive engine and drivetrain tested in it. And of course, if you wanna watch that video right now, you can go ahead over to Patreon, become a patron, and it's all yours. I'll see you then. Peace out, guys.